Thanks, Paul. Thanks, everybody, for being with us tonight. Really proud of our guys. Tough, hard-fought win on the road, inclement weather. I thought they just really battled. And credit Purdue. They've got an explosive team. They played great up front on their defensive line and their backers. I mean, they're flying around, and they obviously did a terrific job. But our guys were resilient, and they found a way to get the job done. So really proud of a hard-fought road Big Ten win. And, obviously we got to look at the tape to get a lot better, but really proud of the way our guys are playing right now. So with that, I'll answer any and all questions. Thanks a lot for being with us.
First question is Nicole Arbach.
I know we're kind of like hitting certain benchmarks, like the first time since 1996 for a 4-0 start in the league and things like that. But being in the hunt in the West is not new for your program. Like, how do you describe what a team needs to have to be a contender to actually win the West Division?
Yeah. Hey, Nicole. Good evening. First of all, I think you got to put the work in the offseason, right? I mean, this is something that just doesn't happen the last 4 weeks. This goes back to the work our guys put in starting in January when we got back together. Their focus was to improve, to get better, and to really do everything in our power to get ourselves prepared for spring ball, knowing that we had a new offense to install. And they did a great job doing that. And then, you move forward, we're 8 practices in, everything goes just, out the window, and we had to adjust. We completely adjusted our plan. Our guys did a great job. I mean, just a great job staying in shape. And we came back, got going, got shut down, got back going. But I think right now, Nicole, what do you have to do? You got to be COVID free, and we've gone however many weeks since we reported. We haven't had a positive COVID test, and I'm knocking on wood right now, but our guys have been so disciplined when it comes to their social decisions, our staff, our support staff, everybody that is around our football program that's in our tier 1 have been absolutely phenomenal. And that's just going to continue to be a challenge that goes beyond just the football side.
Next question, Drew Schott.
Hey, Coach. The story in terms of receiver coming in this game was obviously Purdue's David Bell, who had a stellar start to the Big Ten season. But obviously at the end of the night, Ramad Bowman, 8 catches, 86 yards, 3 touchdowns. His last caught touchdown was his redshirt freshman year in 2017. What's it like to see him have a night like this? And what did it mean for your offense to elevate you guys to a win tonight?
Yeah. Hey, Drew, what's up? Awesome. Just absolutely awesome. You want to talk about a guy who's been relentless in his work ethic. When Peyton made the decision to come here, he and RCB were in constant communication. That's what older leaders do. And I'm just so proud of him. I'm not surprised, though. He's put the work in, and, I think his play tonight speaks for itself. But just tough, man. He took a tough big hit over the middle, too, gets right back up. I think he was maybe the first guy up. Maybe I saw it incorrectly, but that's just tough stuff, man. And that's middle of November Big Ten football, right? I mean, that's what it's all about. So great win for the guys, and really proud of RCB.
Next question for Peter Warren.
Hey, Fitz. As Drew just mentioned, the David Bell matchup was really big. How do you think Greg and David really battled throughout the game?
I thought it was a high-level performance by both guys. I think 2 outstanding football players that went at it. We knew what we wanted from a plan standpoint. I think they knew what they wanted, and 2 guys went and slugged it out. And I'm a little biased, but I'm going to give Greg the win. We just went to the Cards. I'm giving Greg the win. So I thought he balled his rear end off, man. And he was excited to be out there and excited for the challenge. And I thought he rose to it because, like I said Monday, and I mean it, Bell, I think he's the best wide receiver in the country. And to have that type of performance tonight by Greg and our entire Sky team was awesome.
Next question, Daniel Olinger.
Hey, Coach. Congrats on the win tonight. The defensive line had a really strong performance, especially Leota with the forced fumble and the 2 sacks. What can you say about what they did as a unit and just how well they performed?
Yeah, Daniel, good evening. Eku was phenomenal. He was active. The whole group, Ernie, Tommy, the list goes on and on. I mean, the way that Joe and Jake are playing inside, and then we're rolling our next group of guys through. And it's been I think, a really healthy competition. And I think all those guys want to play and make a difference not only against the run, but obviously also making an impact in the passing game. So there'll be a lot we can improve on, but nonetheless, a very active night by our defensive line.
Next question, Louis.
Hey, Coach. Congratulations on the big win. Big night tonight for Peyton Ramsey. Tough night for the running game. How much of that was due to what Purdue was doing defensively, and how much did you expect?
Well, let me watch the tape before I have a great answer for you, but I would say from my vantage point on the boundary, it seemed like 9 was dominant. I mean, it looked like he just played his rear end off, and credit him. He's a great player. It looked like some other guys were really active too. 55 was jumping off tape to us when we were watching them. But, I just think some of their guys played really well. They had quite a few guys in the box. We tried to take some shots, and they reacted pretty well. Credit them. But we found a way to get it done. So really proud of our offense, the way they responded after a couple of tough plays, and did a good job.
Next question for Eli Karp.
Yeah, good evening, Fitz. Key 4th down on Purdue's last scoring drive where Xander Horvath is able to plow his way through for a first down. What's the challenge of defending a guy like him, and what lessons do you take from that going forward against Wisconsin next week?
Yeah, Eli. I mean, just tackle the damn ball carrier. I mean, that's all. I mean, put that on a T-shirt. I mean, that's all I'm going to say. Just tackle the damn ball carrier. It's not rocket science. Get him on the ground. It's 4th down. I couldn't see because I was blocked, but I don't know. Hell of a play by him.
Next question for Andrew Golden.
Hey, Coach. My question for you, you're halfway through the season. What surprised you the most about your team through the first 4 games?
Well, Andrew, what surprised me the most is I didn't see a Maryland flag behind you tonight, so it's good to see you, buddy. Okay,
I changed my background.
I appreciate you. You knew I was going to say something, all right? So
I knew.
I just think our guys are tough, man. I mean, this hasn't been any yellow brick road games. It hasn't been like, I guess the Maryland game, but they're a damn good team too now. I mean, I think they woke up after they played us, but we've taken on 3 of our West foes. We found a way to get it done. We're moving on, and going to enjoy this tonight and get back home, hopefully safe and rest up for obviously a huge challenge next weekend. So I'm just proud of the guys' resiliency and their toughness, and you keep going up the ladder, it's going to keep getting challenged.
Nicole Arbeck.
Where do you compare this defense to some of these great defenses you guys have had during your tenure?
Well, we got 4 regular season chapters to write, so ask me again at the end of the season. But I would say the first 4 chapters of the book have been pretty outstanding. They've been, different D-line making plays, linebackers making plays. We're getting production from all 3 levels, and I think when you've got that, you've got the makings of a group that, if they keep playing this way, could be really spectacular. But it's from the work they're putting in during the week. They're putting it in film study. They're putting it in with the way they're taking care of their bodies, and then obviously the way they're practicing. So, I'm really proud of the way those guys are going at it.
Michael Fitzpatrick.
Hi, Coach. Basically, everyone we've talked to in the last 3 months has talked about Peyton Ramsey's leadership. So does it say that after the first 3 games, he kind of leaned on the run, and then in this one, you couldn't run the ball. You had to throw it all over the place. So does it say that he's able to adjust so easily and just do whatever the team needs?
Yeah, well, if he's not the most experienced quarterback in the Big Ten, I'm not sure who is, but he's got to be close to it, and he shows it. He was really mad at himself when he fumbled the ball, when he didn't have 2 hands on the ball, when he scrambled. And, the tip pick, again, just a little – we make that play. You know what I mean? It's like that close to really being a special night. So we just got to keep grinding. He's going to keep grinding. I don't want to speak for him, but, man, he seems like he's having a lot of fun. I don't know what it looks like on TV, but on the boundary, this guy is awesome. He's a fun guy to be around every day. He's got a great demeanor. He's a terrific leader, and he is who he is all the time. He doesn't just show up in the building and act a certain way or game day. He's been so consistent since we've had him, and really thankful that we do.
Adam Rittenberg.
Hey, Fitz, congratulations. Just similar to Nicole's question, with this defense, are you noticing just any sort of areas that are unique? Just watching your secondary, it just seems like they play with a different edge. than maybe in past years. But are there certain things that just jump out to you in games that you're like, wow, we've been good defensively, but maybe this is a little bit different, how we're responding to things, or just how we're acting out there?
Yeah, I think that last part, Adam, hi buddy, how are you? I think is the way we've reacted to adversity. I think we've responded boldly, and I don't think we've gotten down. There's been some things that have happened that have been self-inflicted, or they're on scholarship too. They're going to make plays, and I think our defense has been just incredibly resilient. And now we won a game, and somebody scored in the second half, so we can stop talking about that nonsense now and just move forward and keep trying to get better.
Colin Cruz.
Hey, Coach. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, Colin.
So Charlie Kubander hit a career-long field goal today and another from over 40 yards in less than ideal conditions. How important was his performance today for the team going forward and his confidence?
Yeah, Colin. Well, it starts with the snap, right? And Doc does a great job, man. I mean, you talk about a guy who's in medical school snapping the ball. Unbelievable, right? I can't even spell some of the classes he's in. So good for him. He's a stud. And then Derek and Charlie are a new battery. And so Derek doing a great job holding, but I just see Charlie at an all-time high confidence-wise. And something Jeff Jenick did, I think, a really good job of talking to Charlie about handling kickoffs this year, maybe too, to stay in the game. And I think Charlie's done just a phenomenal job. I'm incredibly, incredibly proud of him.
Time for a couple more questions. Coop Daly.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win. Marching band says hello and congrats as well.
Coop, tell Num I said, what's up?
I just wanted to ask, a couple coaches have talked about resilience and just how conditioning can play into these big games. You're 4 games into a long season with no fans. You have all this conditioning. How do you keep up this energy going into next week against Wisconsin?
Well, it's a 1-game season, right? I mean, we all talk the same way as coaches. I mean, I think we get like the same book we talk from, but we're going to enjoy this tonight, and then we're going to get ready for an outstanding football team next week. And, but in the meantime, we got to rest up. We got to recover. I think our guys have just, Coop, I think they've put in so much work to get to this point. Just no reason to stop now. Just keep the pedal down and keep grinding, and I know they will.
Last question for Ella Brockway.
Hi, Fitz. Last question here. You guys started again with your opening drive turned into a touchdown. That's the 3rd time in 4 games that this has happened. What is said going into those first offensive drives, and what gets you guys to start so strong so early?
Yeah, well, I think like everybody, we good evening. We all do the same thing, right? You put together your first, 10, 15, 20 plays that you feel really good about, that you feel like, potentially could end up working out well for you. And then you build compliments. I mean, just like everybody game plan. So I think it's a great job by Jake. Again, we're 4 weeks into this staff being together, right? And I just see us growing. We're going to keep working. We're going to keep getting better as a staff first. And then after that, then we can become better teachers and be better coaches to our guys. It's a work in progress, and we just got to keep grinding. There's no doubt about that. So, hey, before I get off, I just found out that, Nick Urban lost a family member. He found out late last night. So our thoughts and prayers are with the Urban family. You want to talk about a guy who's tough. I mean, he and I just shared something post game, and I just found out after the game, and he to go out there as a captain to battle for his teammates and for our program with a heavy heart is something that it speaks to who he is as a person. And to the entire Urban family, our thoughts and prayers are with them, and hope everybody travels safe and has a great week. All right. Thanks so much. Go Cats.